Good morning, everybody. We are back. Welcome back to my YouTube channel with another ball release from Storm Products. We have the brand new Summit Peak. So the Summit Peak has the TX-23 Pearl Reactive cover stock wrapped around the Centripetal HD AI Core. And this ball does come out of the box with React Gloss. I did just touch it up with a little bit of surface. I kind of learned that trick from Darren Tang. He kind of just knocks the shine off of the shiny balls that come out of Storm Products just to get it to read the lane a little bit better. Sometimes they may be a little bit too clean. But this is the Pearl version of the original Summit. So mine is drilled pinned down underneath my bridge with the CG kick just to give it a little bit more of a rounder shape and add a different shape into my bag. So let's go ahead and throw some shots here at Northwest Lanes on typical house pattern. Move another 5 left here. Boom, baby. What's going on, everybody? That is going to wrap up our video of the brand new Summit Peak here at my home center. Now, first impressions with the Summit Peak, I have thrown this in league a couple times and our city tournament. Very clean out of the box. Looks great. The colors and everything looks like the OG Virtual Energy, which was a great looking bowling ball. But the first impressions, very clean out of the box, clean through the fronts in the middle part of the lane. Now with this pin down layout that I put on it, just because of the other bowling balls that I have in my arsenal, meaning Gold Label, TNT infused, Journey, Sublime. They all are laid out the same with that normal pin up. So I wanted to add something that's different into my bag, fits that same category, but gives it a different shape in my arsenal and on the lanes. So we did a pin down layout. Like I said, it's clean through the front part of the lane. Mine personally, it wants to kind of roll off the spot a little bit more and kind of read the friction in the transition a little bit slower off the spot. That's what the pin down layouts do. It just, when the pin up balls, they want to see the friction and stand up and go. So with this one, it allows it to be clean through the front part of the lane, but have it a little bit slower transition off the end of the pattern than a typical pin up layout for me. Now, comparing it to my Journey that I threw in my gold label, my Journey, it's probably kind of fits that same thing. My Journey for me is a little bit more forward than most, where this one is kind of the same thing. It's a little bit more forward as well. But the Summit Peak, because it's cleaner, in my opinion, it's a little bit weaker. It wants to come off of it just a hair harder than the Journey. Now, I will say, if I drilled a Journey pin down, this Summit Peak will probably be a little bit more down lane than the Journey. The Journey's just that cleaner ball. In my opinion, it's a very predictable kind of motion. So, and also comparing it to the Zen Gold label, the Zen Gold label that we had, it's the same thing. Oh, trying to do both. But pinned down underneath my bridge as well. Now, comparing it to the Zen Gold label, it's the same layout. This Summit Peak is way more continuous down lane than my Zen Gold label. Both my pin up and my pin down Zen Gold label are very round off the end of the pattern, where this one still gives it that round shape, but with that pearl, and it kind of wants to get off it a little bit harder than my Zen Gold label. So that's how it's going to fit into my bag. Head over to your local pro shop, DWAB over at Crossgate Lanes. Get yours tomorrow, which is Friday the 19th. Get your Summit Peak in your local pro shops, and have a good addition in your bag. So thank you to stormbowling.com. Head over to stormbowling.com and get one of these nice pullovers or polos. Very classy, very comfy. Love the new stuff that's coming out of Storm. Bowling balls, we got new bags coming, shirts, apparel, all that stuff. So check out stormbowling.com. Also too, thank you to coolwick.com, bowlerx.com, and Vice Inserts for allowing me to represent your guys' company. Coolwick, use my code RMcCormick10 for 10% off your order. And also too, with BowlerX, thank you to Krista and Lee Sant for BowlerX. Anything that you need on a pro shop standpoint, as a bowler, travel professionally like I do, or you're just a house bowler that bowls your average leagues and a couple days a week, they have anything that you need on bowlerx.com. So thank you guys very much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.